I'm here with the chief arbiter of the World Cup 2023, Laurent. Laurent, we are one day away from the tournament beginning. What is your feeling like? What are the main things that you focus on at this point?
So at this point, the most important is obviously to get started in a good way. So we are finalizing the preparation of the team, of the playing hall, and making sure that all the playing conditions and the environment in general is good for the players.
Would you say that this is one of the complex tournaments to be a chief arbiter at, considering that so many players are going to be playing here from different countries?
Well, this is indeed a special event. After the Olympiad last year, I would say now I'm a bit warmed up. But indeed, the format is quite unusual as a knockout. So it's also something we need to well prepare the arbiters team so that they are ready for the mini match system we have here. And so that's the challenge compared to usual opens in Swiss system or round robins that we can see on the circuit.
So would you say that the fact that it's a knockout event and there are different formats, like there'll be classical on 2 days, then rapid, even blitz, that makes it that makes this challenging?
Indeed, this must be for the players, first of all, a complete event. They need to be ready in classical, rapid, blitz, even many blitz, because this year there is no more Armageddon in the regulations. So if they are tired, they can play many 3+2. And of course, it's the same for the arbiters. We need to be ready to apply the regulations corresponding to standard and to the other rates of play according to the step we are in the tournament.
Is this your first World Cup that you are officiating, or?
No, actually not. I was also the chief arbiter in Sochi, so this is the second in a row, and I'm really honored to have this opportunity. So I hope this will be a success as well, and that everything will run smoothly for the participants, and that it will be a great show for the spectators and people who are following.
Right, and I mean, there's Magnus playing here, there's Ju Wenjun also here, so it's going to be a very massive event.
Indeed, yeah, the top players are here. And I hope we will have a great show, and that actually we will have strong fight on the boards, that players will show great chess, and that it will be enjoyable for the whole chess planet.
Absolutely. And coming to you, you have been one of the best arbiters in the world. You have now been the chief arbiter for so many top events. When did this begin for you, being an arbiter? Were you into chess? Because I checked, you did not play so much chess, right? You don't have a rating. So how did you get into this?
I must contradict you, because I have a rating.
Ah, you have?
Yeah, I used to play a lot. I started in 1986 or something like this as a player, and when I was teenager, young adult, I played really a lot. So of course I'm not a grandmaster, that's why I'm trying to be a good arbiter, but my rating is around 2000, and unfortunately recently I'm much more an arbiter than a player, so I don't have many rated games, but I used to play really a lot in the past. I started when I was approximately 20 years old, when I could not play as under 20 anymore.
You started chess at the age of 20?
No, I started as an arbiter. I started around 9-10 year old as a player.
And how did this interest into arbitership begin?
Well, it's like opportunistic, if we can say it this way. Simply, I was finishing my youth career, and I was seeking a way to stay with my friends who were a bit younger than me. So my first concrete experience was in the regional championship as an arbiter, and then I had the opportunity to run. One of my first tournaments was with 200 players, and it ran really smoothly, and then I continued, and I really enjoyed it and tried to progress and get more experience, more challenging events all the time. So now I'm really happy to be here again.
You know, I've spoken to a lot of arbiters all across the world, especially also in India, and it is said that you cannot really rely on it as your profession is that the same with you, or you completely rely on arbitership, or you do something else as well?
Well, I used to have an activity as an IT manager in the past, but for a few years I'm fully into chess. It's not the same life, of course. When you work for a company and you have your recurring salary, it's much easier. But yeah, living from your passion is also something different. So I'm happy to enjoy it this way right now.
So you are right now completely dedicated to chess.
Yeah.
Could you tell us some of the biggest events that you have been a part of?
Well, it's not because you're from India, but of course, Chennai last year was really amazing. I mean, so many players, a huge team of arbiters, great spirits. Yeah, I mean, that was also one of my most challenging events because of the size of the team, of the size of the event in general. But yeah, that's one of the great
Biggest
moments
ones.
in my life, actually.
Would you say that now the only thing left is to be a chief arbiter at a world championship, or you have already done that as well?
No, I haven't done a world championship match. Of course, yeah, once in my life I would be happy to do it. But yeah, I think every tournament, every new organization is a challenge, and I enjoy it. Even smaller tournaments. I mean, this is what is great, I would say, in chess, that you always have projects and tournaments and great interaction, and that's what I'm looking for.
And what would you say is your one or maybe two qualities that has helped you to become such a good arbiter?
I would say patience and resilience in general, and also taking the role, let's say, professionally. Even before it was my main activity, I've always tried to do my best to be always up to date with the regulations, try to bring added value to the organizers. And yeah, I think this is my kind of personal touch when it comes to being an arbiter in an event.
Yeah, when you say adding an extra touch for the organizers, what would that mean?
Well, in general, I like to be involved not only on the D-Day when the event starts, but in advance. Whether it's about the registration of the players, proposing ideas for the format, or any kind of, let's say, technical consultancy. But yeah, being part really of the team beforehand, and that we are then really, yes, a team, not only, let's say, I don't find the English word, a contributor, but yeah.
Right. And for all the people who are trying to sort of become good arbiters in the world of chess, what would your one advice be?
I would advise them not to be afraid to read the regulations, read them again, the laws of chess again and again. That's what I always say, for instance, in seminars, in arbiter seminars. Be humble and read the laws of chess before every tournament. Even if you have 20, 30 years of experience, be sure that you bring this preparation to the service of the players. Don't consider you are on holiday or something. Work for the players and be respectful to them by doing this.
So many people consider that being an arbiter is not so tough, but I believe if you're a professional, you have to work a lot. You also have to sort of manage a lot of people here as a team. You have to make sure that each one is able to shine and do their job. So it's actually quite complex. They are doing everything related to arbitership.
Yeah, indeed. Sorry. There are different aspects of the role. In big events, you have a management component of the role, which is important. Sometimes we will have colleagues who are at the top, and others have a bad day. It's important to get the best out of them in the context, and that they enjoy, because also, as we mentioned, the role of arbiter as a professional activity, this is not the most the one where you get the most money. So it's also important that people find the pleasure to serve the chess organizations and chess tournaments as a compensation, which is not always the money.
And lastly, I want to ask you, is this the path that you see yourself going on for the next few years, or you have something else in your mind?
Yeah, for now I'm fine with this activity, but as you point out, I'm not the one who is fond of routine. So as long as there are some new projects, new ways of innovating or contributing, I will be happy. But the day I will find it boring, probably I change my mind. Yeah.
Laurent, it was a pleasure talking to you, and thank you for all your contribution to the world of chess.
Thank you.